Guys, what's up? Today is Monday, start of the new week, Monday, March the 13th. We got 7 games on the schedule. Let's break down each one of these games, guys, and see what we can come up with tonight. First game, Indiana at Detroit. Indiana currently a 3.5 point favorite. I had Indiana favored by 5 in this game. This is a 1.5 lower than my estimate. These two teams played each other just a couple of nights ago in the same arena. Indiana won that game by 6, if I'm not mistaken. They were without Halliburton and Turner in that game. The Pistons, we know, guys, tanking, the worst team in the East. 15-53, the worst record in the league. They've lost 11 straight games. A lot of the regulars sitting out. Team is completely in tank mode, not playing for anything. The Pacers are 31-37, just a half game out of the play-in tournament behind the Bulls. They've played one more game than Chicago. Chicago just has one less loss. In this game, guys, Halliburton, Turner are still going to be out, and add Buddy Hield over here. He's listed as questionable for tonight. In this game, guys, I am kind of favoring a play on the Pistons, even though it is risky. Of course, Detroit, 11 straight losses, not playing for anything, not really looking to get too many wins. But, guys, the 11 straight losses, maybe they got to slip a win in there just to make it not look that obvious. The lean here is with Detroit and the plus 3.5, especially if Hield doesn't play. Detroit does have a good chance of snapping that losing streak. Next game, Memphis at Dallas. Memphis is currently a 1.5 point favorite. These two teams played again just the other night in Memphis. Dallas was extremely competitive in that game, only lost by 4, even though they were playing without Doncic and Kyrie Irving in that game. Very, very competitive. Memphis, we know, is a very, very strong home team. Dallas got up by 11-12, I think, late in the game, but Memphis made a huge run at the end, ended up getting that W. Dallas tonight is going to be at home. They have Kyrie Irving as questionable. Doncic is not going to play. I have a feeling Kyrie is going to play in tonight's game. What I'm going to be looking to do here, guys, if Kyrie plays, I want to see how much this line is going to move. If it moves, and we get Dallas as a short, maybe 1.5 point favorite, I'm going to be looking to take a play on Memphis in this game. Dallas, still not convinced with Dallas, especially without Doncic. It's a very, very short line. I know the public's going to be hammering Dallas tonight. I think a play on Memphis here looks like it might have some value, but only if Kyrie ends up playing and the line flips short by a point. If we see it move a lot to 2.5, 3.5, then I'll probably stay away. But right now, my lean is on Memphis and the money line. Next game, Minnesota at Atlanta. Atlanta's a 5.5 point favorite. Had Atlanta favored by 4. It's a 1.5 higher than my estimate. 1.5 higher. The reason for this, I did look at the injury report. It looks like they got some players on the injury list. Gobert listed as questionable, and Austin Rivers also listed as questionable. The Timberwolves, guys, on a bit of a losing streak. Two straight that they lost at home. One to the Sixers and one to the Nets. Definitely downtrending. But they need W's, guys. They need W's right now. If you look at the standings, they are 34-34 in the 7th spot, but doesn't really say much. It's just a game out of the play. Everything. There's a lot of teams cramped up over there. With look, the Clippers are 36-33, 33 losses. Just look at the losses, guys. That's where you have to look. 33 losses, and the Pelicans have 35, which are in 12th place. All these teams: Clippers, Warriors, Timberwolves, Mavs, Utah, OKC, Lakers, and the Pelicans. Every game counts. Every game counts for them. In this matchup, guys, especially if Gobert ends up not playing, I'm going to be looking to take a play on the total here, on the over. Even though I know the number is very high at 245, but I think this game has a huge score written all over it. I'm going to be looking to go with the over here. The over 245. Next game, We got Utah at Miami. Miami is a 7 point favorite. I had Miami favored by 7. Line is accurate. 7.5 at some places. Utah, like I just mentioned, they are in a play-in positioning. But guys, I insist. I do think that they're not going to try to make it. I think they do want to get a better positioning for the draft. We saw that they did clear a lot of cap space during the trade deadline. They have won a couple straight, even though the 2 straight wins didn't come against any great competition. They beat the Magic and the Hornets. And tonight, Miami is a different team, more quality. I know Miami is very, very inconsistent, but they need W's. And they have been playing a little better, even though in their last game they did lose to the Magic on the road. They were on the second night of back-to-back, and like I mentioned in that video also, they are a bit of an older team. The back-to-backs are a little tough for them. They are rested now. They should get the job done tonight. Miami, the lean is on Miami. Miami in the -7. I know the number is a little high, and Miami is not very good at covering a lot of spreads, but I'm going to be looking to take a shot with them tonight in the -7. It's going to be my pick in that game. Next game, Boston at Houston. Boston is currently a 13-point favorite on the road. Of course, Houston is cellar dweller team. They are eliminated for any playoff. They lost 3 straight, 15-52. Very, very poor. They did play decent in their last game against the Bulls at home. They were up by quite a bit. It looked like they might get the W, but a huge collapse at the end. They ended up losing that game also by 8. Of course, the Celtics are the obvious favorite in this game. I do expect them to win this game. I'm going to be looking, guys, for maybe a little backdoor cover. Celtics sometimes do tend to play down to their competition. I'm looking for a possible play with Houston here. I don't know if I'm going to end up playing this game at all, but the lean is with Houston and the points. Next game, Milwaukee at Sacramento. Milwaukee is a 2-point favorite. I had Milwaukee favored by 1. The reason being, of course, Giannis questionable. I think he's missed 3 straight now. He's listed as questionable for tonight. The Bucks guys have this is going to be the first night of a back-to-back set. They're going to be playing tomorrow in Phoenix. Another rematch of the finals from a couple years ago. Could they be looking ahead? Possibly, but I think a lot of times, guys, these teams, they do want to look and see which game suits them more and to get a W. And I think even though Sacramento is playing very well, I think the second night of back-to-back will be a little tougher. I like Milwaukee in this spot, guys. Plus, they do have some big players. Brook Lopez in their last game, I think, had like 9 blocks. He's playing big down on the blocks, and they have some big players, big bodies. They also got some shooters to keep up with Sacramento in their run and gun style of play. I kind of like Milwaukee in this spot. Even if Giannis doesn't play, I still like Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee here with the -2. If Giannis ends up playing and the line gets out of hand, because we know Giannis is worth at least 3-4 points, I can't see the line going to 5 or 6. If Giannis doesn't play and this line gets bumped down, hopefully it does get bumped down. Maybe Sacramento is short favorite. I'm going to be looking to take the Bucks. The Bucks tonight. My play here is with Milwaukee in the -2. Next game, Phoenix at Golden State. Last game of the night. Golden State's 4.5-point favorite. Golden State needed a huge run at the end of their last game against the Warriors. Golden State, guys, was looking at another devastating loss. They are struggling. They do need wins, though, guys. They have been reeling of late. They are 35-33 now. They needed some late threes by Steph Curry. It shows, guys, that at home they are very, very strong. 28-7, just 7-26 on their very, very strong home team. They are the favorites in tonight's game. I like them here. I don't know about this spread. I think Phoenix is going to be going all out for this game tonight. And second night of back-to-back, we know like Chris Paul, some other players. We know their bench. They did gut their team in order to get Kevin Durant. Durant's not playing. They are going to be weak tonight. Game could be close, though. I do expect Golden State to win. I'm going to be looking to take Golden State with the money line in this game. I'm going to pay the little extra juice. And I might even pair this up maybe on a parlay. I might take it as a a parlay with some other team, possibly Milwaukee. But I think Golden State wins this game, paying that little extra juice to take Golden State on the money line. So overall, guys, a review of my picks. I'll be looking to take Detroit with the plus 3.5, leaning on Detroit. Atlanta, Minnesota over the 245. I'm looking for a very, very high scoring game there. Miami with the -7. I know they don't cover a lot of spreads, but I think the sense of urgency will be there. They could win this game and cover this line. Then I'm going to be looking to take Memphis on the money line. Houston for a backdoor cover with the plus 13. Golden State just to win the game money line and possibly pair it up with Milwaukee and the -2. These are my picks for tonight, guys. I don't think I'll be betting on all these games, but I think my favorite ones out of all these probably the Atlanta, the Minnesota, the over. I really like that one. The Golden State on the money line. I'm also going to be looking at Memphis. I want to see what Kyrie Irving's status is going to be if he ends up playing, what the line move is going to be there. And Milwaukee, I'm pretty much going to be going with Milwaukee. These are the games that I like the most. The Atlanta, Memphis, Golden State money line, and Milwaukee. My final plays, guys, I always post them though on my Telegram and my Twitter. You guys can see the links up above on the screen. I also have them in the description. That's what I have for you guys tonight. Good luck on whatever you decide to bet, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.